DJ Calm Down TV. Very, very special guest today. Got my man Poetry. What's up now?
What's going on, my brother? Peace, peace. What's up, Cashville? What's up, world?
Hey, you got it,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to be here.
Now, we always start with the name. Tell me about the name Poetry.
First, my name, I came up with the name. I had like 3 names. I'm an old school rapper, so the first name I had was Prince of Darkness, called P.O.D.
Yeah.
Then Big Daddy Kane, back in the day, used that for an album cover. And then, so I shortened it and changed it from Prince of Darkness to P.O.D., Poetry of Destruction. Then in early 2000, I just cut the of destruction and just kept poetry.
Okay.
And that's how I came up with the name Poetry. I think it fit me just well.
Okay. Now you mentioned cats like Big Daddy Kane. How long you been rapping? Or when did you exactly start rapping?
I started rapping when I was 15.
Okay.
In English class. Whites Creek School. No, Pearl Cone School.
Now where you from? Where you from again, Cashville?
I'm born and raised in Cashville, Tennessee, at Vanderbilt Hospital.
Yeah.
1974, July 9th.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you just had a birthday not too long ago?
Yes, sir. I sure did. Thank you, brother.
Happy belated.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Good to be here.
Oh yeah.
Happy I made it. Unlike a lot of brothers
Yeah.
who couldn't, but it's all to the good.
Okay. Now let's go back. Tell me about growing up in Nashville. What part of town you grew up on?
I'm born and raised in North Nashville, Kings Lane, North Nashville, Joe Johnson projects in particular.
Okay.
That was the best experience, was me growing up out in North Nashville. Made me a man.
Yeah.
You know, we had jackers, robbers, killers everywhere. You know, that wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
But I had family members that was doing the same thing like everybody else did, and it was a tough experience. I lost my father. My father got killed in '89 on Joe Johnson. My cousin Deshae Crutcher, I consider my twin, who influenced me to be a rapper back when I was doing demos.
Okay.
And he would let the whole projects hear him. I'd be in school, I come out from school, everybody, man, your cousin Deshae, he plays your demo, you letting the whole Joe Johnson projects hear. He was my big #1 fan.
Yeah.
When he got killed at '94, then that's when, you know, stuff got real hectic and real serious for a brother.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm still continuing today.
Okay. Now, being from Nashville, you a Titans fan?
I love the Titans, but I'm an Oakland Raiders fan.
Yeah.
But I love my Titans. They like my big brother and little brother.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna cheer for my Titans. They got the best jerseys in the NFL.
Yeah.
All the rappers wear, you know, Titans jerseys. They're the best jersey in the NFL. Well, hell yeah, I'm a Titans fan. I'm a cheer for my Titans, but I'm an Oakland Raiders fan as well. So.
Okay.
So.
Now, I ain't gonna talk about sports too much, but
It's cool.
with being that the one of the most talked about switches of the summer is LeBron going to the Lakers.
I bleed LeBron James. Let me say that. I've been with LeBron James since I first saw his high school game on ESPN in '03.
Okay.
I don't care if he played for the Nashville, Milky Booties. I don't care what team he goes to. He elevates every team. To me, he's the embodiment of a perfect player.
Yeah.
He just don't have the right cast when we compare him to Jordan.
Yeah.
And I tell people, you put LeBron on those Chicago teams and put Jordan on those Cleveland teams, then what would you have? So for LeBron to not have no support,
Yeah.
and still can take a weak team at least to a championship and try to win, that's enough right there. He can pass, dribble, shoot, dunk. He's a highlight machine.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the ultimate beast, whether you like him or don't like him. He don't get in a lot of, trouble like you see Jordan did with the gambling shit and all that crap. LeBron has a family structured, type of people behind him. And I think recently he opened up a school or a center somewhere in Akron, Ohio. So
I think I did see a little bit about that, yeah.
Right. You don't hear Jordan do that. Jordan invests, in penitentiaries and stuff like that. He says that he don't care. When the question was asked to him, how you feel about black people getting killed over your tennis shoes, he said, well, white people buy my, shoes too. So, you got one brother like LeBron who's advocate of what's going on in today's politics and all the corruption that's going on with the I Can't Breathe shirts. Michael Jordan wears suits and ties, smoke his cigars, and just act, Caucasian. It's all good.
Definitely. But a lot of people say that the league in sports has changed a lot as far as maybe how tough or hardcore the sport used to be versus now. But of course,
Basketball or football?
I think it's opposite with football versus basketball. But basically, I feel like basketball. Of course, they say basketball people used to you could rough them up a little bit more than you can now. You got a lot more fouls.
Yeah, right. I watched that generation when when the Detroit Pistons made Jordan what he was. Those 3 years, they roughed up Michael Jordan. Michael couldn't come in and do all those reverse moves because you had, Dennis Rodman, then you had, Bill Laimbeer, and you had Isaiah Thomas was putting that defense on him. I mean, that whole team that Detroit had made Michael Jordan. So it was rough back in the day. You had to be a stone soldier. You had Charles Barkley, you had Patrick Ewing, you had Elijah. I mean, you had some Charles Oakley. I mean, you had some stallions back then.
Yeah.
And it didn't take no kindly come to the paint back then. Even in Dr. J's era, it was kind of rough. But in the '80s was basically rough. I grew up as a LA Lakers fan. Magic Johnson, my idol. Couldn't stand the Boston Celtics. I don't like them now. But when every time the Lakers would play the Celtics back in the '80s in championships, they get to fighting with them, man. We go to school fighting white boys, you know what I'm saying? Because we couldn't stand the Boston Celtics, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was rough. I mean, it was a real sport. It was realer then. Steph Curry, he couldn't play in that era.
Nah.
He wouldn't score number like maybe 8 points in that era.
Yeah.
But LeBron could. Peace, it's your boy Poetry, right here on Calm Down TV. Y'all calm down before we shut this shit down. It's Cashville's finest. Alright, peace.